कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणाम् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ। योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पम् पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो वायोरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै वायोरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वसौ वै तपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो मुष्यतपत आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अमुष्यतपत आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यश्चन्द्रमस आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै चन्द्रमस आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो नक्षत्राणामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै नक्षत्राणामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्यो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः पर्जन्यस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै पर्जन्यस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः संवत्सरस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै संवत्सरस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सुनावं प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
The incessant flow of worship to Krishna was Radha's very life. In thoughts of Krishna, she was forever lost. His form danced before her eyes every moment, wakeful and dream. The blue hues of the gurgling Yamuna reminded her of Krishna's charming complexion. The merry chirping of birds stirred in her memories of Krishna's mischievous chuckles. In Vrindavan, when Krishna would play upon his flute, her days passed like moments, filling every moment with that memory. She spent her days. All that stood between Krishna and Radha's union was her mortal frame. The day finally came when even that would seamlessly slip away.
ఒక్క కోరిక కోరింది పాపం రాధ.
Radha had one desire.
నాకింకేమి వద్దు స్వామి,
I don't want anything more, Swami.
మీ మురళిని ఒక్క తూరి వాయించండి, నేను వింటాను చాలని.
I want to listen to your flute.
పాట పాడు మా కృష్ణ పలుకుతే నెలలుకున్నట్టు.
You sing the glory and the melody so that our hearts are full.
పాట పాడు మా కృష్ణ పలుకుతే మాటలాడు మా ముకుంద మనసు తీరగా
పాట పాడేటప్పటికి వినింది,
She heard,
ప్రాణం ఇచ్చింది.
she breathed her last.
ప్రాణం విడిచడమే కాకుండా ఆనాటి నుంచి కూడా మురళిని పట్టడం కూడా మానివేశాడు.
Since then, Krishna did not pick up that flute again.
రాధాకు ఈ యొక్క మురళిని త్యాగం చేశాడు.
He sacrificed his flute for her.
ఆ గానంను త్యాగం చేశాడు.
And then the melody too.
కట్టకడపటి పాట కృష్ణుడు ఇదొక్కటే చెప్పింది.
In fact, this was the last song of Krishna.
రాధ చాలా గొప్ప భక్తురాలు.
Radha is an ardent devotee.
కనుకనే భక్తికి అంత గొప్ప విలువనిచ్చారు.
Devotion is highly valuable.
ఇట్టి భక్తిని ఆనాటి నుంచి గోపికలు జగత్తునకు వ్యాప్తి గావించేటట్టుగా అనేక ప్రచార ప్రపంచములు చేస్తూ వచ్చారు.
This principle of devotion has been taught and shared and propagated by these gopikas.
My humble salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who is the very embodiment of all avatars of the Lord. Jai Sai Ram to all of you and Jai Shri Krishna. Today we are celebrating the joyous occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. In the summer showers of 1979, Bhagwan declared that Lord Krishna was born on July the 20th, 3227 years before Christ. And when he was born, we all know it as 12 midnight, but I think that is a misconception because Bhagwan has clarified that he was actually born at 3 a.m. at night. And we all know the story that he was born in the jail of Mathura and was taken to Gokul by his biological father. And then he grew up in Gokul, and then he went to Mathura and killed his maternal uncle Kans, who had put his mother and father in jail. And then Krishna thus saved his mother and father. We all know these stories of Lord Krishna. A lot can be said about Lord Krishna, but Swami always used to say, Krishyate iti Krishna, which means the one who attracts is Krishna. And he was so beautiful, and his beauty was so mesmerizing that, one did not want to blink their eyes, and everyone, men and women alike, and animals too, fell in love with him. And once they saw Krishna, they did not want to see anything else. Even after he left for Mathura and then became the emperor of Dwarka, Gopikas and Radha used to see Krishna everywhere they would see. They would see him in the sky, in the grass, in the flowers, in the flowing Yamuna river, in any sort of food, in the cows, animals, men and women, everyone. They would just see Krishna in everywhere. That brings me to this special story that happened after the Mahabharata. We all know that the Mahabharata was the battle between the 5 Pandavas and the 100 Kauravas. And the Pandavas won. We all know why, because Lord Krishna was with them. And Lord Krishna was with them because Satya and Dharma was with them. That is why. Otherwise, Krishna would have not been with the Pandavas. But because truth and righteousness were on their side, Bhagwan decided to even become the charioteer of Arjuna. In those days, a charioteer was one of the lowest professions that one could be in. But Bhagwan, as the emperor of Dwarka and obviously the lord of the 14 universes, he still did not mind to drive the chariot and become the charioteer of Arjuna. So that teaches us one aspect of Krishna's avatar about love, that you can conquer even God with if you have got pure love, like Arjuna had for his dear friend Krishna. So all Bhagwan sees is pure love. Whether we go to pilgrimages or offer him gold or offer him a blade of grass, as is promised in the Bhagavad Gita, as long as it is done with love, he accepts everything. There is a Gujarati bhajan which is very popular. Sabse unchi prem sagai. The highest of all is the relationship of love. And we too sing to Bhagwan, Niku Maku Oke Bandhamu Adiye Prema Bandhamu. Between you and me, there is no other relationship but the relationship of love. So that is what we learn, the primary thing from Lord Krishna's life. So they back to the story that I was talking about, which happened after the Mahabharata. And if you understand and remember this story, it says a lot in your daily life as well. It'll help you in seeing things in a totally different way. That's what happened to me after I learned about this story. So this story goes on like this: that after the victory of the Pandavas, Lord Krishna went with the Pandavas to meet Gandhari, who was the mother of the Kauravas, who were now dead because they were killed. All 100 of her children, Gandhari's children, were killed. So they went to meet Gandhari and Dhritarashtra. And Gandhari was so annoyed and angry at Krishna, and she said, "It was because of you that this war happened. You caused it all. So I curse you that the way my lineage has been destroyed, may your Yaduvansha lineage also be destroyed." And that is what happened. The whole clan of Yaduvanshis was perished. They all died because of that curse. But after she gave that curse, Lord Krishna said, he used to call her auntie. So he said, "Auntie, if you're done now with cursing me, do you want to find out the truth of who won and who lost? Come, let me take you to Baryadev." He was a person who was on the Pandavas side, and his head had to be chopped off for a sort of a sacrifice at that time, and that would make the Pandavas win. But Krishna was his guru, so he kept him alive so that he could watch the battle, just his head. So there was still life in him. And from top of a mountain, he watched the whole of the Mahabharata. So then Krishna took Gandhari, who was the mother of the Kauravas, and he asked Varyadev, he said, "Now you narrate to Gandhari what you saw, what really happened, who won and who lost." And then Varyadev said, "From where I was seeing, I could see that Krishna was firing arrows at Krishna. It was Krishna who was being happy after the enemy was dead, and it was Krishna who was suffering from the pain of the arrows. It was Krishna who won the battle, and it was Krishna who lost the battle. Everything was just Krishna, Krishna, Krishna." And this, I think, is the PhD level of spirituality, that in the sort of primary or secondary level, we would say, yes, Pandavas won, Kauravas lost, Pandavas were righteous, Kauravas were unrighteous, this, that, and the other. But if you believe in the Vedas, and it says Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, and it says that Aham Brahmasmi, and it also, Bhagwan also explains that the only truth is that God exists. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Everything that your naked eye can see around you is just ignorance. It's like a dream, and one day you'll wake up to your reality and find out that only God is real and everything else is actually ignorance. So this is one thing we should understand in our daily lives as well. If somebody is bad to us or good to us or whatever, see God in everyone. We should see God in everyone. Krishna taught us that as well during his lifetime, that he is in everyone. And during his lifetime, the other thing that we learn is Bhava was everything to him. The true feelings from the heart, that was everything for him. When he went to Hastinapur, Duryodhan had 56 type of uh, varieties, food delicacies made for him to serve him. But he goes, "No, I don't want to eat this at your palace. I prefer eating at Vidur Kaka's house." And Vidur was the Kaurava's uncle, who was very righteous and honest and a good-hearted person. And his wife just served a bit of spinach to the Lord, but he preferred that compared to the 56 delicacies of Duryodhana. We also know that Lord Krishna had the power, or the Lord God, call him by any name, like Swami says, he has the power to change your fate. Some people always say, Mara nasiba jawa che, હવે શું બદલાશે? Oh, my fate is like this, nothing can be changed. Wrong. If Bhagwan wishes, he can change your fate in a gist of a second, like he changed the fate of Sudama, his friend. We all know the story of Sudama, where he was very poor and Bhagwan ate 3 morsels of puffed rice and gave him all the riches, of the world. Otherwise, in the Kundli, the Janma Kundli of Sudama, which is the birth chart, it was clearly written Shri Kshayaha, which means that he would never ever have money in his life. He will always remain poor. But as Bhagwan ate the puffed rice made out of pure love, he changed that statement from Shri Kshayaha, it interchanged and it became Yaksha Shrihi. Yaksha Shrihi means, may you gain the wealth which is equivalent to the wealth of the god of wealth, which is Kuber. So may you earn so much money and get so much money. So obviously we all know Sudama's fate changed. So as long as you treat everyone with pure love and see God in everyone, and from your heart your feelings are good, and your bhava is right, then Bhagwan becomes your eternal charioteer, which we know as Sanatan Sarthi. He becomes a good friend, like he was the friend of Sudama. He becomes a good life partner, like he was the life partner of Rukshmani, and he becomes our eternal father. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. He's the eternal father of the whole universe. He is the one who is the Ved Purusha himself. He gave us the Bhagavad Gita, which is the summary of the 4 Vedas. So in this day and age, if you understand and read the Bhagavad Gita and practice it in your daily life, it's enough to lead a pious and noble and a spiritual life. So remembering all these characteristics of Lord Krishna, we celebrate today as Krishna Janmashtami, and we remember the Lord in this playful form that he came, mischievous as well when he was very young. And but although he was mischievous and playful during his lifetimes, he taught us so much, just as Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai has taught us so much during his lifetime by making. He always says, "My life is my message," and it is now our time where we should make his life, our life, his message. So bearing all of that in mind and offering my humble salutations at the lotus feet of beloved Sai Krishna, I would like to just go through this promise that Lord Krishna made in the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and it was one of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita where he said, "Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chadushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge." We should never forget that to maintain righteousness in the world and to get rid of all evil, Bhagwan, to teach us the right path, takes a form age to age. And in this Kali Yuga, we know Bhagwan has taken avatar in the Trinity, Shirdi Sai, Satya Sai, and Prema Sai, and thus he is fulfilling this promise that he made himself as Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. So I offer my salutations at Bhagwan's lotus feet and conclude my talk with this small shloka. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kausachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Thank you everyone. Jai Sai Ram and Jai Shri Krishna.
Krishna ki bhedane bhalo, Krishna ki bhedane bhalo. Everybody save the world. That's all the future of every boy and girl. Come back as Rama, forgive us for what we've done. Come back as Allah, come back as anyone. Krishna
लंबोदरा गणनाथ लंबोदरा पार्वती नंदन सुभान Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna. Krishna Madhava, Madhava Krishna.
जय मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी जय मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी जय वृंदावन कलिमलहारी जय वृंदावन कलिमलहारी जय मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी जय वृंदावन कलिमलहारी जय मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी जय जय गिरिधारी परिति विहारी दीनबंधु करुणाकर शरण तुम्हारी जय परतीश्वर साई गिरिधारी जय परतीश्वर साई गिरिधारी जय मनमोहन कृष्ण मुरारी
राधे कृष्णा जय श्री कृष्णा राधे राधे
Shri Hare Krishna.
यदुनन्दना गोपाला यदुनन्दना गोपाला यदुनन्दना गोपाला यदुनन्दना गोपाला जय वृन्दावन लोला जय वृन्दावन लोला
कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल बाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय गोविंद कृष्ण जय गोपाल कृष्ण जय गोपाल बाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय
Following our two very successful study circles on communication, we welcome you to join us in the final part, which will look at inner communication. We will be discussing and sharing our thoughts and experiences on what is inner communication, how important it is, and how to do it, and what we can learn from devotees who already reconnect to Swami within and hear his voice. We look forward to seeing you on Friday, the 3rd of September at 8 p.m. Jai Sai Ram.
Hello and loving Sairams. I'm stood in an allotment in a small town south of Leicestershire in the UK. At the moment, it's absolutely chock-a-block with fruit and flowers and vegetables of all sorts. So it's only appropriate for me to tell you that we're celebrating the Harvest Festival this year. The programme is going to be online, and it's on the 23rd of September, and it's going to include the children's choir, a play, a guest speaker, lots of lovely uplifting devotional songs. But also we're going to do a service activity in advance, and we want to supply Leicester South Food Bank with food parcels that are full of fresh fruit and vegetables with a recipe card so that the recipient can make themselves a really nutritious meal. The delivery to the food bank is going to be on the 9th of September. So if you would like to join in some way, please do get in touch with us. The email will be put up on screen, so do go and get a pencil and paper to write it down. It's a slightly windy day today, and the sun has just disappeared, but hopefully it'll brighten up soon. But we'd love to see you on the 23rd, and please do join in on this service activity. It really is a lovely thing to do to help your fellow brothers and sisters. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Stay safe. Sairam.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya